sad anniversary of Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, the secret protocols of which designed the future of European continent for several decades. And in the end of 80s, people in Baltics, people all over the Soviet Union started to wake up from the totalitarian rule of the Soviet Union. And this Baltic way, the action which united more than 2 million people in a living chain, holding hands, distance of 600 kilometers, showing the protest against such illegal actions which were taken in 1939 by two totalitarian regimes, Nazi Germany and Stalinist communist Russia, Soviet Union called at that time. So we, the Baltic embassies here, have decided to turn your attention to this event and also to show our solidarity with the Ukrainian people on this date, which is Ukrainian Flag Day, the 23rd of August. And I would just like to read some sentences from the story written by the first chairman of the Latvian People's Movement, Latvijas Tautas Fronte, Dainis Ivans. And he wrote that the culmination point of the solidarity of the Baltic countries was a living chain of people linking hands across Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, from Tallinn to Riga to Vilnius. In that chain, formed 23rd August 1989 at 7 p.m., everyone in the chain, each nation, and each and every individual was important to its success. The Baltic Way of Solidarity angered the Central Committee of CPSU, while at the same time it energized all the peoples of the USSR, also touching the hearts of people all over the world. The Baltic Way of Freedom branched out and sprouted leaves of freedom throughout the entire USSR and even beyond it. It brought together the Latvians who, after the Second World War, had been forced into exile with the Latvians who remained in their native land. It restored dignity to the citizens of Latvia, who fell victim to the 1939 Nazi and Communist Secret Pact. It honored the war dead, those murdered in Nazi and Communist concentration camps, those crushed physically and spiritually. It proved that even after half a century of lies, truth can be revived and win out. It was not without victims that the Baltic Way led to the three awakened Baltic sisters to freedom and independence. The victory won by the Popular Front of Latvia did not come easily. The Baltic Way that led to it was full of risks and hardships. After a period of such solidarity and unity, it is also not easy to step outside oneself and remain faithful to the ideals of the Third Awakening. Human courage, brotherhood, solidarity, democracy, and responsibility for the future. It is not at all easy to live a life worthy of the free individual in the free, independent, and democratic state. The struggle to achieve this is not and cannot ever be over. The question is not about simple material well-being, but about power of the spirit, which the rank and file of the Popular Front of Latvia will have to pass on to the next generations. We will be organizing conferences in Latvia devoted to this very event, the Baltic Way, and I know many events will be organized also in the capitals of our neighbors, Lithuania and Estonia. So we would be happy to see you with us on the 23rd of August and the event we organize here in Kiev.